All day long, XM is taking you on a tour of a hot new CD hitting the streets today. Pull over and join your VIP tour guide for another Highway 16 release day rest stop.
Hey everybody, this is Chris Cagle taking you behind the music of my new CD, My Life's Been a Country Song, which is in stores today. So keep it right here on XM's Highway 16. The first single and the first track on the album, What Kind of Gone, it's a song that infected me from the opening note. It's catchy, it's singable, and I kept wanting to hear it over and over on the demo. And I thought, I don't want to say a no-brainer because I don't think there are any no-brainers in life, but as far as a first single off a new project, and especially being kind of away from having a single on the radio for a little while, I thought it was a pretty good choice, and so far it seems to be doing really well for us. The song track number 2, No Love Songs, I swore I'd never, ever, ever do a narrative until I heard this one. It's the first time I heard it, I laughed and laughed and laughed. And then when I saw who wrote it, Craig Wiseman's one of the co-writers on it, I thought, man, this dude has outdone himself. And I only hoped that I could match the sincerity on the demo that made me want to sing it with the vocal that I put on it. And I think it turned out great. It's a comical song. I can see it being a comedy show, like a 3-minute but a 30-minute sitcom put to music. And I feel very lucky to have it on the record. Craig's penned songs for McGraw and Chesney and just everybody. And the fact that he would honor me and pitch a song like this to me made me. It kind of validates you a little bit as an artist when those guys come to the table and say, hey, I got something for you. So I hope everybody likes it. It's Good to Be Back is, it's the rockinest song on the record. It's my new show opener. And I think it's probably one of the best show openers that anybody will ever have. I'm not saying it because I'm singing it. I'm saying it just because of the fact that when you can walk into a place that you've played before, or into a town that you've played before, and sing the first song being a song saying, hey man, it's good to be back, it's good to see y'all again, I think is a great thing. And of course this to me is kind of a typical Chris Cagle song, being that it's kind of rocking and up tempo, and I had to put one like that on the record. It wouldn't be a record of mine without one. So, it's one of those songs that you sit back and put your seatbelt on and hang on for the ride. I almost didn't cut this song, and the reason is because it's extremely contemporary, and I have trouble singing songs that I can hear other artists doing, especially when I think they're a much better singer than me. I heard Gary LaVox on this record when I first heard it. But Mike Dungan, my record label president, made a valid point saying, I've heard you live become acrobatic with your vocals at times, and I think you can really do this song, and I think it's something that people need to hear you do. Because it's unlike anything you've ever done, and it is the most contemporary song you would have ever done. And I'm glad I did, because we've definitely put it in the show, and it's something that I actually look forward to singing every night. Never Ever Gone. This song, man, it's my personal favorite on the record. If this does not make the radio, we got a problem. And I'll fight tooth and nail for that. George Delaney, Neil Thrasher, Tom Shapiro. It reminded me of, there's a part of the song where it's like, yeah, that's just a dream I'm living in, kind of a staccato-y whine, but it made me feel or think of Tom Petty for some reason, something kind of Americana rock meets a country deal. And what's amazing about it to me is it's actually, if you read the lyrics in a conversational text, it's a negative connotation towards love. But I feel so good when I'm done singing it. It's kind of, what's the word? an oxymoron, I guess. Or, you know what I mean? It's or ironic that you're singing a song about, you know, you can't get rid of this girl's memory. She's everywhere you are in your life, and she's not with you. But at the end of it, you still feel like you're in love or you're happy or whatever. So I think this is, and you know, I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but I feel like this is the biggest song on the record. I think it's going to be a song that would compel people to go and buy this album, and I hope they enjoy it as much as I did in making it. If it isn't one thing, is a song that is, I guess, kind of, the way it makes me feel is kind of embarrassing to talk about, because it's a sexy song to me. I mean, it just, you know, the lyric and the vocal, the melody line of it just kind of swings, and you have to lay back in the pocket of the beat in order to be able to transfer it or to transmit it to people's emotional state in that way, or you just don't sell the song. It was probably the most difficult to sing. It was the one song that I had to sing over and over, because I wanted to get, the more I sang it, the more I laid it back, and the closer I got to that pocket and that place that I wanted it to fit. And I think they did a phenomenal job on the writing. You know, Monty Criswell, I mean, George Tarrant, they're great writers, and you know, it's just got a really cool groove and a really cool feel to it, and at least that's what it did to me when I listened to it.